no giants.
Was nature.
All right. I'm going to suggest we loot the bodies and then take a rest.
Yeah, I agree. Jesus.
I feel so gypped.
Why?
And all that work fighting that stupid thing.
You set him
Bobby
up.
walks
He
in
took
and
him
just goes,
out.
First of all,
We're a
hold
team.
on.
that and it dies.
We're a team.
Who the hell is this guy?
He went up
he
into the
ran
woods.
back in the
Back
woods.
in the woods.
Yeah, he's not here for us to currently
He
question.
like showed up, didn't say anything to you
Dude, I
guys.
don't know who that guy
Shot
is.
some arrows, was fighting, and then he
talked to
went
us.
back
He
into the
looked
woods.
badly
We
wounded.
need to
should
take a
try and
break
track him
and
down.
go track him down.
What are you
Yeah.
talking
Make sure
about?
he's okay.
You didn't see the guy with the...
He was out
I
the road.
was
He didn't
launched
see
across the
anything.
freaking field
Where the hell were you?
into the road.
I think he was napping.
He was having tea with one of
I
the giants.
Yeah.
fought that giant and he launched me across the freaking
So
thing
you just
into
fought
the
a
road.
giant.
I fought a giant by myself. You walked up and killed him by after I...
He pulled an Indiana Jones on you. You're swinging your sword, and he just goes out there. Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Ring a ram, buddy.
You bogarted my giant kill.
Sorry. No, that was nature.
Now I can't put the sticker
Yeah,
on the side of my
All right,
airplane.
while they're talking, you go back. The giant's trying to struggle. He's starting to
I say
get
we
a
go
little
find
out.
that
He
guy
sees
first
you,
and then take a
and
rest.
he notices that the sound of like combat is like
Your hand's kind of
ceased, and he just looks at you and he's like,
Eat on it.
"Humans, I don't remember you being this strong."
You haven't met the heroes of Gloom, Biatch.
I can't speak for them because I have no idea what the hell that is. But thank you. So I'm going to take out my sword and show it to him. So I'm pretty sure he's going to recognize it.
He noticed. He recognizes the sword.
Mhm.
The sword kind of like looks like a silverish like mithril color, and the whole like the handle, the hilt, everything is like
We're not supposed to pay attention to
finely,
this, right?
perfectly like seen.
You're not supposed to know what's going on over there,
Well, yeah, but
technically.
so he's like,
Well, guys, what do you want? Why are we doing that?
and he's like,
I'd
elf.
say we go find him first.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He's like, we
need
just
to
come down
figure
to
out what he's all
explore.
But here's the thing.
Mother told us lowlands
That's a
were
great
ripe
idea.
for conquering.
We can.
So you want to conquer,
think
not
we can
explore.
find him if anything else were to happen to us.
Track any.
Mother promised us lowlands can help
Let's do it. What do you think, Hustle? Yeah.
if we
Badass
commit
robot.
forces to battle.
So what was this pact that was made eons ago?
When you went, the emissary for the elves was actually your father.
Okay.
Your father went, and you traveled with him. You at this time, you were a young, well, you were 100, so you were kind of older. But your father at the time, I think he was almost 600.
Tree, me,
So he was really old.
overlook.
Basically, you went. He went for the Druid Council. Basically, negotiated that the elves would stay to the forest in the northwest,
Have your
and the giants would stay in the mountains past the dwarven lands, and that they would leave the lowlands to the human. At that time, the kingdom of Glassfield was just starting to become strong. It formed a little while before that, but the feudal lords still had a lot of power compared to the king. But that's when they actually started to become stronger,
Yeah, he can turn into
and then they actually got
Follow his
invaded.
nose.
But
Okay. and
basically,
how-
you went
can fly
there
over
and
it, yeah.
negotiated.
Then you can land
There
in
was
the
a few
tree
humans in
instead.
your emissary, but it was basically the elves and the giants making a pact to let the humans be. Basically, that was it.
Were there any terms for the disintegration of this pact?
Not particularly.
Cover more
Great.
ground than we can.
Uh,
I just give us the call of the
it's
owl.
basically been
We
forgotten
find it.
because the elves are kind of declining. They hardly ever come out of the forest, and no one in the lowlands has seen a giant in over 100 years.
Wait
So
5 seconds and go again, and then we'll know that's where you are.
Scrooby.
Like three amigos.
Yeah.
Up here. Up here. Up here. It's like this. What?
Well, since there's no real punishment for the breaking of terms, I don't know what the hell to do with you.
he's like, "You could let me go."
No, I can't. Because you're going to go back and tell everybody else.
While this is happening, could Bobby shapeshift to owl mode and?
Well, it depends. You guys said you were going to look for him.
Yeah, but we're
So
sending
while
Bobby
they're
out.
talking, you guys can just walk onto the scene.
Okay.
But we're gonna send
they-
Bobby
they-
out as the first checker outer.
I guess John was saying is doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it
We're gonna
doesn't
find
matter.
him.
You can just all walk up.
We don't want to just,
We don't
jump
know.
in on the scene here. We want to.
Well, you guys have
Spook
just been
him.
fighting side to side. So
I don't know who this guy is.
You don't. But for the sake of ease, you could just
I haven't
walk in.
met this
because
guy. I
you guys
haven't
were
even
talking
seen him
about
fighting
what-
with us because I was tossed across the
So
room.
as he's communicating with the giant, you come in through the clearing. This is the giant you threw with your ring of force.
Oh.
Before
Ring
he
of
joined the combat, he snuck through the giant lines and tied him up. And now he's questioning him.
Nice.
Is he questioning him like,
Not yet.
or just, hey?
Good cop or bad cop?
And so the four
Hello,
of you
good
walk
sir.
into the clearing.
It's him.
I'm gonna go in Mel's Carver garb.
You have a wardrobe change?
I have 2 outfits. I'm 2 people.
He does have the cloak of disguise.
No, he
did
has
he
the hat of
change?
disguise. He can literally change his clothing.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm 2 different people.
Okay, Miles. Clark Kent.
So we see
Wealthy
this gentleman talking to a
businessman.
giant.
And these are my associates.
I'm gonna do the same thing I always do.
He,
Just
he,
like-
he hasn't yet taken down his hood, so you haven't seen what he looks like.
It's fine.
I offer him
Hello, sir.
my thanks for helping us in combat.
Oh, is Bobby gonna Bobby do your
No, do your thing. You're the leader of this party.
Am I?
All right.
Who decided that nonsense?
You're the-
Who decided
Well,
on this?
Hello
Actually,
there.
Lord.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you for helping us out. I feel like we owe you something or some sort of honor, at least a spot near our fire.
It's like a dukedom. This guy just gives them out to everybody.
I'm really sorry. This is Lord Albert Shaw. He's some sort of black dragon. Ask him about his family.
oh god.
And
His sister.
what's wrong?
Have you met his sister?
Firstly, you definitely do owe me something.
What?
You owe me an explanation
What?
as to where the hell you've been for the past 90 years.
What the deuce?
Oh, man.
Cloak comes back.
Lovers plural.
Well,
Oh God.
that was said to Bobby, right?
Yeah.
Cloak comes back and.
So are you taking your cloak off?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
All right, good. You vaguely remember him.
With his clothes on. He's rolling.
Dude, I vaguely remember you.
I somewhat can place you
Like,
somewhere.
Do
I
that-
owe you money?
At that one, money.
90 years is a long
Did I
time.
arrest you?
Help me
Pub
out.
that
Job.
one time?
Something.
Band camp? I don't know.
I arrest
Basically,
you?
90 years, you don't remember a lot before that. You had a very traumatic experience about
Somebody
90
touched
years
you.
ago. That's when you
your
left
orange hat.
your clan and you started wandering,
Someone touched
and you
me
ended
above
up
my
in Hidden
daddy
Harbor.
button.
You don't remember a
Touch me in the
lot before
jeans.
that.
Someone touched him under his orange hat.
Gave him candy.
Really don't. Listen, 90 years ago, a lot of.
Want some Cracker Jacks?
I had to get out of there.
A lot of stuff went down.
You would have done the same. If you knew what actually happened to me, then you would have gone as far away as from your clan as you would have. I just want to get the hell out of there. I felt like the druids, at least the ones in my group, weren't for me anymore.
Let's go hang out with Jeremy.
They were his clique.
Albert.
We should leave them alone.
Those two? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They seem very attached. Seems like something.
See, he actually, you actually know more about his history than he does. He literally doesn't remember.
Oh, fantastic.
Past, before that, when you found him, he was near dead.
I hopped a ship, turned into a cop. I've been doing good stuff. These assholes stumbled into my town. There was a lot of piracy.
like a Five Old Goes
Elves,
West kind of story.
something
Yeah.
with blight. We ended up at the mainland. There's zombies.
He-
I don't know.
We destroyed
You
a
could see his,
village.
I can't
now
tell.
that he's
I'm
taken
upside
his
down.
hood,
Yeah.
that's what he looks like.
I'm party.
Ah. Like Handsome Jack.
Huh, he's wearing a green cloak, you say?
Yeah.
Huh. He doesn't have to be a part of the
You have
group
elf ears.
that.
Yes, I do.
No, he's actually
well-
the three of you actually remember him.
Who? Him?
Yep.
Yeah. We met up a while ago.
He's not a
And
member of that
the
group
war
that
that you
attacked
were
us at
fighting
the
when you
Joshi Sun.
flashback.
Ah.
After that point, you met up with another group of soldiers,
Yeah.
and you continued to fight in the war. He was one of the other guys you met up with.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He's actually where you guys were near when you got out of the tunnel. You were
Fred!
near. You were near the town of Axford.
Yeah, yeah.
He's actually the master of hunt for that town.
Ah, well, how do you
You're
do?
the hunt master, huh?
I do quite well.
But as far as he knows, you guys are dead.
God!
Been
I
a few
saw
years
that.
since
Yeah.
the
What do you
battlefield.
do?
I thought everybody had died
Something
quite some
unpleasant.
time ago.
Unpleasant?
We narrowly escaped our fate. Narrowly.
Apparently, well, glad to see all is well.
Yes.
What have you
Yeah, but
learned
truth,
from the one surviving giant?
That's a camera
He's
bonus.
a cocksucker.
It's off camera
Fair
because
enough.
you weren't on camera at the moment.
He's still alive, right?
Apparently, they're raiding the lands, looking for. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't gotten that far.
Yet again, did I do anything wrong? What happened?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You killed his parents.
You left a note. It was,
Well-
it was awesome.
Speaking of that,
You killed his parents? You douche.
he knows more things, but he's just not telling.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us everything you know about Chester Cobblepot.
I am the Charles Xavier to your Wolverine.
Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez.
You're his mentor.
No,
You're
I just
Yoda.
know what's going on up there.
You know why he's messed up in the
Yarp.
carpet.
Have you met the group?
Yes. Have you been paying attention?
No.
We fought in the war.
We fought in the war together.
We fought in the war together.
Way back when.
During the flashback.
We still remember his name.
He's talking about 5
the
minutes
war
ago.
happened
Terrible
only
name.
about 5 years ago. So at that point, you were already down in Hidden Harbor
Oh.
when the war was going on.
You were on
Is
the
he-
island.
He's good.
He was on our side.
He's with us.
I was
We
about
weren't
to
fighting
actually
him.
reach
Earmuffs?
over in
Earmuffs?
We weren't
character and
fighting
hold
him.
his ears and ask him if he's okay.
We weren't fighting him.
Okay.
We weren't fighting him. He was fighting
But-
him.
Points
Oh,
like
good.
stranger danger.
I saved your life, so
Stranger
you might as well
danger.
be okay.
Well, any friend of these jerks is a friend of mine. Thank you.
Fair enough.
The band of knuckleheads.
So why'd you save our lives?
Well, I really wasn't trying to. It just kind of happened that way.
Just kind of worked out.
Were you following us?
On quests?
Were
Following
you
some giants.
following him?
Oh. Well, we gotta.
So you know our
We could
boy
use the
Chester
help.
here.
Basically, right now we're heading back to
Haven.
Haven to.
I got some dealings to
There's a
do.
rave going on at the Haven.
Okay, so we have this
Ladies'
water that we need to give to.
The cleric of
But
the,
the one
cleric
thing that we need to
from the Dual
discuss though,
Divinities
is
Temple.
that
Oh my god.
Well,
I talked to
basically,
a giant out in the road, and he said he's being controlled by the mother
This guy says the same thing.
from the Badlands,
Interesting.
who I am starting to think could be Hutzel's evil sister.
Albert Shaw's evil sister. Yeah.
Yes.
Miles wants to have sex with her.
I do.
however, you do know from the war,
It's like Dumb and
one
Dumber
of
2. He just
one
wants
of-
to meet her to have
one of
sex
the
with her.
commanders, one of the commanders of the army
She
that
wants it to.
attacked
Don't let her
during
kill
the
you.
last war that you saw momentarily was a woman sorcerer that rode a horse, and she was referred to by the tribesmen as the mother.
Yes. She's also Hutzel's sister.
We don't know that.
Oh, I know.
Allegedly.
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 There's no allegedly going on here.
Allegedly.
Well, this has all been fine how you do, but there's this guy still sitting here.
What do
Yeah.
we
Interrogate him and then kill him.
Interrogate nothing.
You are such an evil wizard.
Actually, that is
Seriously?
very chaotic good.
If you,
Well, we don't want him getting away, and if we let him stay there,
if
eventually
he's
he will
willing to
escape.
play ball, I might be able to find him a job in Haven.
He's not going to
I'm always on the lookout for an
So,
enforcer
I'm
in
going
the
to walk
Carver
up to
Consortium.
Marcus here. Good
We
cup,
could
bad
send
cup.
him back to the mother with a warning.
Good cup, bad cup.
Yeah.
Good cup, bad cup.
I thought I was a good cop. I'm gonna give him a job. I
just
want
tied
to
him
kill
up.
him.
I'm not going to tie him up. I went through his trouble.
Oh, okay.
I'm a good guy.
All right.
All right.
So there, Mr. Johnson, what's your name?
Ronan.
Ronan.
What was with the G's?
Just like that. Just like.
The wizard.
Martin Groden.
And he's like, "Are you guys gonna let me go?"
See, there's the rub. If we let you go, you're just gonna go back and rat us out to your friends and tell that there's people willing to stand up to the giants, and that we pretty much decimated
It's
your
like,
whole
well,
little
we
scout
were
troop.
sent here to scout to see how, how weak the humans were, but I'll go back and tell them that we should stay to the highlands.
Now, how do I know you're going to go back and actually tell him that? So you
because
can all you can give me is your word, and you've already broken the pact, so that's completely useless. All right, so apparently you're the good cop.
Now, see, there's an option here
What?
where you could.
The guy's raising his hand.
To work off your
I'm
debt.
whatever. They're just gonna talk him and turn into a triceratops.
What?
Okay.
Why?
Because I'm gonna eat him alive.
Fair enough.
Why would a Triceratops or
Eat
vegetable
a
eaters?
giant? Please.
The Triceratops are vegetable eaters. They're not.
All right, you turn
herbivores.
into a
T-Rex. You want to be T-Rex?
into a thunder lizard, and the giant's like, "What?"
So there's your option B.
All
Thunder
right,
lizard.
So either
or
play
your
ball
play
or
ball.
feed you to the big lizard.
Or feed you to the
What do you
thunder
want?
lizard.
Who with the little nuts there, Albert?
He's like, "I'm in my belt sack. I have a scroll from the king,
Get it?
King.
What king?
the giant king."
thought it was a
I
mother.
thought it was a mother.
Well, he made an agreement with the mother.
She's
Yeah.
a fucking mother.
You get the scroll. Since you're the giant.
All right, so you pull out the scroll case. It's approximately about 4 feet long.
I got the big scroll.
Oh man.
big scroll in your pocket is happy to see me. Nope.
You
it's happy
pop
to
off
see
a
you.
cap, and there is a piece of paper that's probably like this big, scroll written on it.
Uh-huh.
It's like Mighty Python style.
It's dwarven script,
Ye
but it's much more crude.
King of giants.
It does say it's addressed to.
Astros.
He calls himself
pizza
the Storm King because he lives in a castle that touches the clouds in the mountains.
Naughty.
Basically, that the mother is reforming the Lost Children tribe. And in turn for the giants' support when they reinvade the lands, they will give the lowlands afterwards to the giants.
Which means where we're living.
It did.
It's kind of helping you out.
Actually, this could work out for us.
What the
That's
fuck?
how.
Yeah, how so?
Well,
Pizza's ready.
Oh, pieces
Oh.
here. Can we take
Thank
like
you.
a short break?
Yeah, sure.
I thought it was going to work
break
out
here?
for us there, and that was your cliffhanger.
This is a cliffhanger.
This could work out for us. Dun, dun, dun.
What will Hutzel say?
Step it through your shirt. Look at you, Mr.
Will the Cracker Jacks last the end of the session?
I hope.
I hope
They might be reinforced by the pizza.
Yeah, this could work out really good for us. Actually.
Yep.
How exactly is it going to work good for you?
We have an entire farming community that's now minus the community. Instead of,
I
we
need
could offer
to
them the
do
land
one
as parlay
thing,
for
which
peace,
is
and then
right
we suddenly have production in one of my fiefdoms again.
That would be interesting.
Us a thumbs up when you're ready.
And close the door.
And close the door.
You don't want to hear Leo.
All right,
Thank
have fun.
you.
All right, last we left off, you were basically interrogating the one surviving giant.
Yes.
Hutzel's in the
He's
middle of
tied
the
up,
sentence.
and you're surrounding him. So where are you gonna go? You've been
All
talking
right.
about what he's doing. You found his scroll
Lord.
with the offer from the mother.
Lord Albert
Unsure.
Shaw has a proposal for you. Albert?
If you would be willing to take a message back to your people, we may be willing to let you go. I have
what message?
I have a proposal that could work out equally for both of us. Recently, one of my kingdoms has.
Well, remember, Rose Bloom isn't your fiefdom.
Oh,
It belongs to the Duke of Haven.
okay.
Yeah, don't.
Well, recently, one of the fiefdoms in the kingdom in which we now currently reside has been stricken by a horrible cataclysm, and we're in need of citizens to populate it. If your people would be willing to sign a peace treaty, then we could give them a small portion of that fiefdom in return for goods and services.
I could relay that to the king.
So what do you guys think?
I was gonna go over like a fart in church.
Art in church.
They're giants. They need a lot of land. Just letting you know. Just kind of thinking.
When they fart, it's thunder now.
how much land would a giant need?
If a giant needed land.
Well, we have an entire fiefdom that's like empty now. So
The giant kingdom isn't as big as the humans, obviously, like in numbers. Their full military at their highest, their largest army they've ever launched against the lowlands was only about 600 giants. However, compared to the human forces,
Yeah, 600 giants are a lot.
Yeah, is a huge force. Even though, the Kingdom of Glassfield at its prime can raise almost 70,000 soldiers.
Sidebar. What if we all went up to the giant kingdom after we stopped at Haven first, took him as our emissary, and negotiated a peace treaty with said giants about this idea we have come up with?
Well, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm having him go back, tell him
We
where
don't want
to
him
meet
to go
us.
on his own because then we don't know what he's going to do. He could just go back and just say, hey, the
Well, that would.
humans are strong, but if you only beat these 5 guys, they can take the rest of the place by themselves.
Well, it'd be a sign of good faith, though. If we send this.
Yes,
guy
but that's
back.
worked out so well for us in the past.
Yeah.
Well,
This
I'm
is a
thinking
trick.
if we take said giant with us to Haven, show King
How's he, he's
Dumbledore,
gonna go
whatever his
us
name is.
Peaceful?
well, yeah. I
that
mean,
he's
how?
tied up.
Yeah, but we gotta get him up, dude, and bring him. And if he
He
decides,
could walk. We just tie him.
and he can just run, and you'll just drag behind him,
Yeah,
like a
pretty
rag
much.
doll.
Okay, so
What do
let me
you
get this
think?
straight. You wanted to take one remaining giant
Yes.
out of the 8 we just slaughtered,
Yes.
go into their capital, and just politely knock on the door.
Yeah. Has it been done before?
This isn't the Housewives.
To an extent.
Well, how do you know it's not going to work?
I just don't think so.
I like the messenger idea. We set a time and place.
What do you think of the
to
messenger
meet.
idea?
Messenger idea is a terrible idea.
Thank you.
All right, so you just want to kill him outright?
No, I don't want to kill them outright either, because then we're going to have thousands of, well, hundreds of giants pouring out of the hills.
Well, that's why I say. I mean,
Need to keep him, unfortunately.
We do need to keep them. We can't just have them running around.
What are you thinking, Chester?
Kyber Consortium could always use an enforcer. I'm just saying.
Keep him tied down and get more information out of him.
We got all the information we can get out of him.
I mean, then what do we do with him? I mean, really?
We take him back to Haven. I make him my enforcer, and
Mark,
I have
that's
a bodyguard.
not gonna happen.
He will kill you in his
Let
sleep.
go of your dreams of
Sorry.
wanting to have a pet. It ain't gonna
He's not
happen.
gonna sleep. He's gonna be locked in a cage all the time. I'm gonna have people taking care of this.
What people? What
Don't
cage?
worry about it. Miles,
You're
Kyber
crazier
Consortium
than
have
me.
all
Is the guy on the ground? He's on the ground right now,
Yeah.
tied up.
He's tied up, yeah.
Kyber Consortium.
He hasn't tried to
very
attempt to get
wealthy
up because
organization.
there's the 5 of you there, and he saw what happened in the battle. He knows he doesn't have it.
He's like the owner of King, like the guy at King Kong.
Look,
I cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Okay.
Keep him going.
I don't know.
All right,
Like,
what if we took him back to Haven?
look, I'm not saying the messenger idea
In
isn't going
accordance
to
with that.
backfire, but
And
it's going to be easier than trying to keep him
we
tied
kill him
down.
for
Had
11?
him meet with
Okay, you
the king,
you
per
cure
se?
most of all the wounds that he suffered from
and then
being
let the
thrown
king
over
decide
here.
what he wants to
Uh,
do with it. And we just kind of go along with
He,
it.
he thanks you. He's like, if you want me to go,
And it's not our
I
problem
will tell the
anymore.
king whatever
Correct.
you want.
And then we don't have to worry about
Just
it.
let
Correct.
Gronin
Looking at that
live
All right.
Gronin.
So we're gonna do
himself.
take him back to Haven, have him meet with the king. Then it's the king's decision if he decides what to do with the guy. If the king decides to not do what we
Yes.
want him to do,
Yes, Chester.
and then we do what we've been talking about from the beginning. We just kill him and you take over.
Can
Because we know
I,
that's where we're heading in the first.
can I send him
anyways?
with an animal messenger that's going to relay the message to me?
Okay.
What are you
You're sending a message to yourself?
No, I'm going to
What's in the bottle?
Messenger.
have him gain a sparrow that's going to sit on him, and then when I'm just want
We're
to
taking
quick.
him back to Haven with us.
Oh, we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to take him back to Haven, but all right.
Why not? What are we gonna do with him?
We get into
He's
Haven,
tied up
then it's
here?
not our problem anymore.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Let
wait
the
a
king
minute.
decide what he wants to do with him.
Yeah, but if we bring him to Haven, he can do anything.
It's just one giant, and
It
he's
would
tied up.
It would force the king's hand. It would force him into some form of action.
Yes.
Correct.
And finally, he can come out from his
Yes.
fucking hallowed halls.
Yes. If he walked into Haven with a giant.
Unleash the giant if he doesn't.
If he walked into the Haven with a giant, who's
Something's
gonna
gonna
say?
happen.
Who's gonna say 2 words?
yeah,
to us?
something's gonna happen.
One way or the other.
Yeah,
something's
one or the
gonna
other.
happen.
Either he's gonna help us, or we're gonna take over Haven.
All right.
Huzzah?
So you guys coming?
Huzzah.
Going? You're bringing
Bundy.
Gronin to Caven?
Can we cut his
Yes.
bonds? Do we
No,
have?
not yet.
No. He can cut his feet bonds, but we're not going to cut his hand bonds.
Wow.
We're going to tie his hands around
We're
his
not
waist.
going to drag a dragon. A giant across the countryside. So cut his
Yeah.
feet bonds.
Yeah.
He runs away in trips.
He's not gonna run. You're still a giant
Yeah.
Saurus.
Oh,
You're a thunder beast.
Oh yeah. In that
Thunder
case,
lizard.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Why don't we just tie it to him, tie him to your back, and
Do
then
you carry a giant?
Carry him.
Because he can't remain in that form forever.
Well, we can until
Well,
we
how
get
far
near
is it to
him.
Haven?
Yeah.
Until we get close.
Oh God, I hate this plan.
Well, you're
Yeah.
already a dinosaur, so come on.
I mean, you're already a
Well,
thunder
lizard.
beast. What are
You're
you
a thunder
gonna do?
beast.
Come on, you big scaly
All right,
bastard.
fine.
Come on,
Can we
you
do that?
big scaly
And we're gonna put
bastard.
him.
He's like the station wagon. We all hop in.
We all
You got
hop
the
on his
Christmas
back.
tree up
You're
top.
already
Pretty
on the top
classic,
of the. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna strap the giant to the top of you, and then we're gonna hop on top of the giant, and we're just gonna ride the whole way
Yup.
there.
Can we stop by the
nice.
movie theater?
You gotta strong back. Yeah, let's go see a drive-in.
Yeah, right.
It's like rapid
Right.
fast.
Done.
All
All
right.
right, you guys ride into
We're
Haven.
gonna change before he gets close to Haven, so people don't see a thunder beast come wandering.
No. I'm okay with walking into the center of town looking like
I don't
a
think
thunder beast.
everybody
and
else
then-
is.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough for walking with a giant. If we walk in with a giant and a thunder beast, people are gonna be like, "What the
weird.
deuce is going on?"
Maybe we should.
And
We'll
if
go
you walk in with someone who's
powerful.
not you,
Yeah.
you pick up some random guy, and we have a thunder beast. And by the way, we've also picked up a giant on the way back.
What did you do?
We were kind of busy, and we just kind of went shopping. We got a little splurge.
So
We
I'm
went to
guessing we
Costco.
took a rest.
A little bit of everything.
Got the club
In
size.
bulk.
Did we take a rest in the meantime?
Yeah, you can rest on your way down. The
Yeah,
rest
so
of the
we're all
thing is
back up to-
uneventful.
Except for Bobby. 'Cause
All
he's-
right, you arrive.
Probably use our pack mule.
You arrive in Haven.
Oh, by the way, Bobby,
He's our
just so
donkey
you know,
source
so you
Rex.
can advise me on when I need to use this. I have grabbed from Hutzel a Frostbrand sword.
Will do.
Should
Okay.
use it as
Frost.
often as possible. Mark.
Okay.
So you arrive at Haven.
What as possible? I mean, I don't need to do it when you're talking. If I
You
could-
notice the
Arrows.
guards are a little
Turn off lights. Just
a little
use it.
shaken when you come to the gate, and some watchmen come up to you. They're like, "You returned from Rose Bloom?
Yep.
What's going on?
We've been busy.
We
and we
came
have
across
much to
a
report.
pack of giants.
Oh yeah.
Pack of giants in the lowlands.
Roar! 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 Roar!
What he said.
Roar!
You've changed back already.
Not yet.
It's like I don't even. The council's waiting for word on the mission.
Oh, they're gonna get a word. or two.
They've heard from the Duke's men that the men at arms are looking to the rest. Who are you?
Oh, he's a new companion we picked up on the way back.
They're looking to arrest you when you come back to town.
What?
No, well, they're gonna
Why?
him.
Why?
No, you guys,
Oh,
Not me.
They're looking to arrest us.
the men at arms.
oh well.
What,
The men at arms
what-
serve the Duke.
What did we do?
what are the charges?
Yeah.
I don't know. The council just told us to inform you when you got back.
Well, let's all leave, guys.
No, we
No.
need to talk to
We're
the
going in.
council.
Gronin, follow us.
All right, Shaggy. All right, so where are you guys heading?
We're going right to the council.
Yeah.
All right, so you go to the council.
We're just walking in, and we got a giant. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Open the doors.
All right,
and the,
the giant won't really fit into the council chamber.
No, he bends down.
No.
So he won't be able to stand back up.
He sits
Well, he can go
outside
his
with the
knees,
thunder
you know.
lizard.
He sits on a stump.
He's straight
He
back.
can like crawl in there and like on his
Just
hands.
have him crab walk in.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even better, how about this? We stand outside the council area, and we shout, "You want to arrest us? Come out here and do it yourselves."
No, it's not the council. It's the Duke. The
No,
Duke wants
let's go to the
arrest
Duke then.
Well, we need
Let's
to
go to council
report
first.
Glassfield
want
first.
to kick some ass.
Council.
We're getting there, Mark. We're getting
Hop on
there.
pizza.
There's a natural progression of events here.
Hopped up on pizza
All right.
and root beer.
Well, if you go
Don't.
to the council all comes out to greet you.
Okay.
They love us.
Constable Aiden and Council Shepherd, who's the one that asked you to get the water so you can make a potion to bring back the tower.
I hand them the water.
Oh,
Emerson,
by the way, we heard
Emerson
we're being
asked
charged.
for his mace back that he loaned you.
Now I will shape form back out from my lizard form.
beast.
And
Now, you know what you should do before you do? You should just like cough it up like a cannibal. There you go.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
It's all yours.
That was amazing.
It's
Amazing.
a religious artifact. Go back to the church. The chancellor, the leader of the council, Elmar, is like, in your absence, the Duke issued an arrest warrant for the group of you.
So we've heard.